Hello, hello. So I'm just going to be quickly setting up my iPad so that I'll be able to actually read the chat while I'm doing this. But holy crap, guys, it has been a while since I've done a stream. Just a lot of things have been happening on just in my life, I guess. So haven't had a chance to stream in quite some time, but I'm really excited to finally watch this 4.4 live stream in just a little bit. I'm noticing my microphone is sometimes getting a little bit too quiet. I'm just trying to watch it on OBS. It seems like I have to almost eat the mic in order for it to get the volume that I want. So please bear with me as I try to just get the hang of actually talking in front of a microphone again. But I hope everybody's doing great. I'm going to just momentarily mute myself while I'm setting up the tech side of things, and I'll be right back. All right. Um, so I'm gonna take a quick look at the poll that I had going in the chat. Since I started the data for this live stream a bit earlier yesterday, I think the poll ended earlier than I wanted it to. But my poll question this time was, what kind of weapon are people planning on using on Gaming? And so far, the poll results are split between Serpent Spine and then the EM weapons of Mailed Flower or Rain Slasher. Nobody has selected the 5-star weapon options, and I think that's actually a good thing. Personally, I think those 4 stars of Serpent Spine, Rain Slasher, and Mailed Flower are all going to be a lot better to use um than those 5 stars of Verdict or basically Red Horn, Stone Thresher, and Verdict. Yeah, the main problem with the 5-star weapons on Gaming is just that they boost stats that he doesn't really care about. But we'll talk much more about Gaming and Cloud Retainer as we kind of react to this stream here. Um, all right, so again, I have to like remember to stay right in front of the microphone. This is a bit challenging. I'm gonna try to just move my mic. Is that a little bit better? Um, okay. On my end, this looks so awkward. If you guys had a face cam, you would see that I'm like eating the microphone. I have a kind of a new setup, not like all the same equipment, but just kind of rearranged. So I'm kind of just trying to find something that actually works out. If this volume is a little bit too low for you guys, just let me know in the chat and I will do my best to adjust accordingly. My setup is kind of a little bit scuffed just in terms of lack of monitor space and everything. I'm gonna try to right now like set my iPad and prop it up in front of me just so I can hopefully remember to read the chat. Um all right, voice test, voice test, voice test. Okay. I'm gonna switch windows here. And here we are in Google Chrome, about to finally watch this special program. Just to kind of go over what is going to be in today's stream. First, it's just going to be reacting to the majority of the special program. Towards the end, when it gets to be like more of the filler stuff or the event descriptions or stuff like that, I'll probably just stop watching then. So probably the first 30 minutes of the stream I'll watch of the special program. Then after that, I'm going to switch to playing Genshin. I'll do a little bit of strongboxing, and then I'll end the stream with a little bit of teapotting, just trying to design my teapot for gaming, basically. OBS is still saying that my microphone is just a bit quiet. So, do I just have to like really get close, or should I just up the gain? I think I'm going to naturally back up a little bit. This is like an uncomfortable watching angle, so sorry as I just try to get used to this new setup a bit more. The other thing is I know when my gain gets too high, it can get a bit dank there as well. You know what? What I'm gonna do is briefly unmute my iPad and hopefully just like hear my sound a little bit and just kind of check it that way as well. Let's see how that works. So you might have a bit of double audio for a bit. It actually sounds pretty good. So there's a bit of double audio, but okay. So my setup isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. All right, that's great then. Good news. Here we are going to go finally into full screen.
Have you ever heard of...
Oh, whoops. I gotta change my settings. We gotta watch this in HD. Come on. Ooh, so the first line. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing? Well, I'm guessing that's actually a voice line from Gaming. Ooh, that's kind of... I'm excited to actually hear his voice lines. Again, like, because I haven't really been streaming that much over the last month and a half, you guys really haven't seen too much of my excitement, but I am super excited for Gaming. I've changed my like YouTube intro profile or my intro text or whatever, already declaring that Gaming is going to be one of the characters that I am maining. So super excited to kind of just learn more about him. And it seems like everything is all set up. I'm going to hit play and I'm just super excited to see what the trailer is for version 4.4. Sorry for lagging and dallying a bit too much here, but let's finally jump right into it.
Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
So there's no audio coming from my own headphones here. Oh, because I have the wrong speaker setup. Okay. We want this. All right. Hopefully these are the right speakers now. I'm also gonna try to go back and forth. So I'll repeat this first few seconds. I just want to make sure OBS is picking
Have
up
you
the
ever heard
audio.
of Wusho dancing?
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn.
Wusho dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business.
Okay, so the audio is a bit too loud on my OBS just because the audio is louder than me. I'm going to decrease that a bit. So the audio should be a little bit quieter.
Have you ever heard of Wusho dancing?
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is
Okay,
only
that's
fitting
a
that
much
Lantern
better
Rite
mix,
should
I
change
think.
in turn.
Wusho dancing.
All right. Finally going to jump right into it.
Have you ever heard of Wusho dancing?
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn.
Wusho dancing is
mask looks so
famous in
cool.
Chunyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a
Oh,
business.
I love
or
the
spread good
cinematics.
fortune during a holiday season.
Lantern Rite is always so pretty.
Is now one of my esteemed
Ooh, that
clients.
stage. Looks like a Shao statue.
You were quite right, Miss Hutao.
He's dancing on the
How
water.
about we
That's so
grab some
cool.
dim sum from Shinya Kiosk? My treat.
His voice is so smooth as well. Like the voice actor a lot. Really like bright sounding. Ooh,
Congratulations! Up to it, Manzai!
Manchai. Oh, I love the hoodie. I love the hoodie. The hoodie looks so good. Is this the new map? The new city?
A kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars.
Shenhe and Ganyu are in new outfits.
Born of paper, flying true and sound, a lone traveler wanders, just awaiting to be found.
Coming.
I always believed we would see each other again. That our days
He was
of separation
Traveler was sitting with
finally end.
Lumine.
Lantern Rite should be a day of reunion.
And did we see Cloud
I
Retainer?
don't know. I
New
don't
enemies?
remember.
Like the wolf
You
thing?
chose a path without a future.
Spare
He's
my
crying,
innocent
what?
child. I alone am the source of this sin.
Ooh. Wolf, dragon, serpent thing. Sorry, I'm not super familiar with Chinese mystical beasts. How do you pronounce that? Shanyu? I probably did not do that right, but this is Cloud Retainer, right? Whoa! Her animations are super cool too.
Way for the Adeptus.
Okay. Interesting start there. Of course, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of Gaming, but I'm sure we'll see more. Is this like the live studio set? So we're actually getting the like developers and stuff, Dawei and so forth. Springtide of Xiaoying? Xiaoying? I don't know. Seems like they're really going all out on the set design this time. All right.
Hello, travelers! It's your old friend 大伟。
大家好，我是阿然。俏英庄这个名字，大伟哥刚才
Rain
也说有些印象，对吧？
是啊，虽然具体在哪听过，有点记不太清了，不过印象里是和茶有关。
没错没错，我们陈玉谷的茶庄俏英庄一直都
tea
是以香
village
名
in
列全闻
Tenyu
名的
Vale.。
身后这个茶府，可以说就是俏英庄香茶广受欢迎的秘宝了。
这么厉害啊！
毕竟这个茶釜相传是先人留下的仙家机关嘛，用它炒出的茶叶，香气和口味确实是挺不一般的。而且坊间都流传，俏音庄的水土得到过仙人的护佑，原本就特别适合茶叶生长。哪怕不去考虑仙家机关的加持，茶叶本身的品质就已经非常不错了。
虽然我不是什么品茶的这个专业人士啊，但我知道，同样挑选上等的茶叶，这茶叶啊也会因为各种因素的影响，导致最后味道出现很大差别。听你这么一说啊，我还真挺想尝尝这个仙家机关炒出的茶是什么味道。不过这么特别
A
的茶
lot of
会
tea
不会很
talk.
难买
Okay,
啊
okay.
大伟哥放心，想喝到俏音庄的茶，其实并非难事。俏音庄的后山上都是大片大片的茶田，
I
产
love
出的
that
茶也不
slow
会销售
camera
到璃月
pan.
港，甚至是其他国家去。而且热情的俏音庄居民本身就
And
很
those
喜欢
tea
喝
bushes
茶，
look pretty
也
good
很乐
too.
于用好茶来招待客人呢。比方说，
I
你要
think
是
it's
遇
a
到嘉
new
宾，
plant
他肯定
model.
得把
I
松
don't
露
know.
天芽、油韵单丛等等好茶都给你泡上尝尝。
But the village looks so much
说到嘉
greener
明这个名字
than
啊，听着
most
就
of
很
the
亲切。
other
嘉明他的
Liyue
性格热情
locations.
健谈，大家也都很喜欢和他相处。
Very
虽
green
然
and
说
like
他的老家
fresh
是在俏
looking.
音庄，但他人却经常在璃月港和仪龙部两地之间往返。他的主业是镖师，还有个副业是表演武兽戏。
He's a
还有副业啊。
transport
年轻
guard.
人的精神比较好。
那我猜啊，副业才是
Young
他真
people
正
like
想
him are
做的
full
事
of
吧。
energy.
大
Is
伟
that
哥你
like
好会猜，
them
嘉
endorsing
明的
hustle
确非常
culture
喜
or
欢武
something?
兽戏，并
Oof,
且把
big
表演
oof.
武兽戏当做自己梦想的事业。但他在这过程中还是吃了不少苦头，还跟家里人闹得不太开心。不过嘉明对
Aw,
武
he's
兽戏还
having
真不是三分
conflicts
钟
with
热
his
度。
family
他
because
自
of this
己还是个
journey.
很有坚持的人，他坚定地想要表演好武兽戏，在璃月港甚至更远的地方做出成绩。这也是为了证明给家里看吧。
Prove
最
himself
终
to
他
his
离开了家
family.
去追求梦想。
And he left
虽然
home
现
to
在的
pursue
生活
his
有点辛
dream.
苦，但嘉明自己还算过得开心。
哎呀，感觉他真的很有冲劲和闯劲啊！有机会还真挺想去看看他的武兽戏。
机会说不定已经近在眼前了哦。
哦，这感情好啊！
嘉明这么喜爱武兽戏，他的技能天赋当然也和他有关了。要不然我就先给大伟哥介
Yes,
绍
we get
介
to
绍
see his skills.
也
Come
算
on.
是提前满足一下你的好奇了。
原来是这么个近在眼前啊！可以可以。
Whether it takes me uphill, downhill, or out to the sticks, I get the goods ready to be. I'll even take them across the sea if needed. So don't worry, you're in safe hands. They don't call me the gold standard guard for nothing.
Ooh, I love it when he's perched on top of those I don't know what you want to call them, like cylinders, handles, I don't know what they are. Ooh,
Up
love
to
the
it, my
plunge.
side.
Kind of kicks the lion up in the air for the
嘉
burst
明会
animation,
将
it
自
looks
己的
like.
武兽之法应用在各种场合。战斗中，
In
嘉明
combat,
高举
he
兽
lifts
首
up
向前腾
his
跃，
beast head and
在
leaps
接触到目
forward when he
标
makes
或地形
contact
时向上
with his
腾空起
target
跳
or the train.
此
He
时能进
leaps
行格外
upwards
强劲的
and
下落
unleashes an
攻
extra
击，
powerful
对敌
plunging
人造
attack
成
that
火元素
deals
伤害。
pyro damage.
不过以这种形式释放的下落攻击，会使嘉明在
He
落地
loses
时
a
消
portion
耗
of his
部分生命
HP,
值。
so that means he's going to be
好
a
在嘉
great
明有好
partner
伙
with
伴文
Farina.
仔的协助。当他在施展灿焰金泥舞，
So
召
his
唤出
burst
文
they're
仔
talking
出
about
场
now
时，
summons
嘉明将
Manchai
会
the
恢复一定
lion.
生命值，
He
以造
recovers a
成
certain
或
amount
元
of
素范围伤害
HP and
和
deals
文仔合
AoE
力
pyro
表演
damage
精
at
彩的武
first.
兽戏。当文仔和嘉明
And
汇合时，
then
还能
when
帮
he
助嘉
comes
明
in
恢复力
contact
气
with，
让他的元
Manchai,
素战绩
it
瑞兽登高
lets
楼
him
能够
unleash
立
his
刻再次
elemental
使用。
skill
武
immediately
兽
once
太
more.
神
So is
执
that
行
like
期
a
间，
cooldown
只要嘉
reset?
明状态上佳，还
As
可
long
再
as
次传
Gaming
出文
is
仔
in
登
good
场
enough
注意。
shape, he
好
can
精
summon
彩啊！
Manchai
这
as
战斗
many
啊，真像
times.
看了一场武兽戏。
能让大伟哥有这样的观感就太好了。在创作嘉明的过程中，我们学习并
They
借鉴了武
studied
士
many
这门
elements
传
from
统
the
文化中的
traditional
很
lion
多元
dance
素，
culture.
比如跳跃、蹲
Leaping,
桩、
squatting,
打滚、
rolling,
弓
lunging.
步、扣
Yeah, his
步等等，
animations
再和现
really
代
look
元素相
top
结合，
tier.
想要为大家
Like
呈
better
现
than
出一
any
种具有
animations
霓虹
for
质感
a
和
4-star
火焰
that
爆
I've
火
seen
的
before.
全新武兽系。
验光武师，有心了有心了，我感觉啊，确实挺新奇的。
另外，战斗聚焦在跳跃这个核心元素上呢，也是想给大家传达一种步
Another
步
core
高升的
element
节
of
庆
his
氛
design
围。
is
还有
leaping.
文仔的加入，也希望在补足联机丰富度的同时，呈现出双狮合舞的感觉。
这要是再敲个锣、打个鼓啊，喜庆的节日感。
So yeah,
一下就
basically
出来了
a plunge
是
attack
呀，而且说到
4-star.
海灯节， 今年也有一位老朋友要来和我们一起过节。
我知道，那个女人。
Lady Bird? Are they talking about Cloud
流
Retainer?
云借风真君，果然大家都很喜欢她啊。
哎，说到流云真君啊，我想起来刚才收到了个消息啊，项目的同学给我发了个流云借风真君的视频，说是看完后能更了解她，我还没来得及看了一阵。
来得早不如来得巧啊！
来，和大家一起来看看。
All right, now onto Cloud Retainer's kit.
Hello， 大家好呀！现在闲云的开发进度已经接近尾声了，或许大家和我一样，也想知道研发同学们对这个角色有怎样的看法。那现在就让我们一起去采访一下他们吧。哎，同学，能和我们聊一聊制作闲云这个角色的初衷吗？
其实很久以前我们就有了将流云借风真君化作人形游历世间的想法。正好呢，恰逢这次海灯节，为了让它就是出现在今后的故事里面更加自然、更加顺畅吧，我们就借这次机会呢，去把它的形象制作出来，并且给它起了一个更加适合在人世间行走的名
Yeah,
字。
so we saw Cloud Retainer's human form like last year, last Lantern, right? I
我
think.
就以下路攻击来举例吧。其实这个玩法在我们游戏中一直都存在。
Okay, so she's also
但是在
really
实战
linked
中
with
很少有
plunge
角色能
attacks.
用得出来。所以这一次我们想尝试制作一个角色，它自身不仅有特殊的下路攻击，同时还能够把这个
Special
玩
plunge
法
attacks,
推
and
广
then
到更多的角
she
色身上，
allows
在实战
other
中加以
characters
运
to
用。
plunge as
因为
well.
我自己特别喜欢在大世界里乱跑，所以想做一个快乐的跑图人。
我们特效能够在里面做一些人后化形的表现，想象应该会很帅的。
Incorporate. I missed that. Combination of Adeptal, Aura, and
谁不喜
Mastery.
欢那个女人呢？因为组织安排。
I just did what I was told.
当然了，在制作的过程中，我们也会遇到一些问题。
啊？什么问题？闲鱼又出 bug 了？
机关术当时做起来其实并不是很容易，因为它不能太有科幻感，同时呢又要保持它的高级感。
闲人的动作，它既要仙气飘飘，同时也要兼顾工科女的感觉。
在打磨元素战技的过程当中遇到过一些问题。有节奏的释放元素战技其实是它的核心操作策略。
移动方面，既要考虑空中的位移，又要考虑落地衔接的各种表现，还要考虑美术位移和程序位移之间的平衡关系。
元素战技在俯冲下来的时候很难观察到敌人。
变鹤冲击的镜头开始还是挺眩晕的，
提升了我的抗眩晕等级。
不过整体感觉还是挺顺利的，挺顺利的。
Pretty smoothly. Okay, so it seems like the development team had a lot of trouble just getting the character to not have bugs and to
希望
work
在
right.
4.4版
Okay.
本呢，我们大家都能从忙碌的生活中找到属于自己的清静，也希望大家能够喜欢上闲云小姐的故事。
祝大家今年海灯节快乐！
希望大家多多玩原神，
祝大家都能抽到自己想要的角色。
大家享受跑图的乐趣吧。
希望新的一年大家都能准时下班。
别骂了，别骂了，求求了，求求了。
在这里工作挺有意思的，希望有更多小伙伴一起加入原神。
不要和闲人握手，那是仙人掌。
那就给旅行者们拜个早年吧。
希望原 bug 区的 UP 主们能让我们过个好年。
那么今天的采访就到这里结束啦，希望各位旅行者们能喜欢闲云这个角色。大家再见。
All right, all right. Oh, and I'm just seeing Lenny Wolf has entered the chat. Hello, hello. So glad that you could join. All right, so we're going to see Cloud Retainer's kit next.
他这副打扮虽然之前出现过，不过在我们面前大大方方的走来走去，确实还是第一次。
看来这里面又有故事。那他今年打算怎么过节呢？
They're giving so much kind of just behind the scenes lore and story and process. But I'm just like sitting at the edge of my seat to like actually know more about how she plays.
但今年从枫丹那边引进了神奇的机械装置，能够让风筝无风自起，飞得又高又稳。
你这么一说，我就懂了。
Okay, so Fontaine devices are going to be used in the Lantern Rite this year.
肯定比不过本仙的发明创造。
看来大伟哥真的很熟悉。
So that means we'll probably have some characters from different regions visiting the Lantern Rite this time.
不小，但性格一点也不差，敢爱敢恨，作风正直又富有侠义心肠。 有时候好像有些心口不一，有时候又还有一点脱线，可他的幽默总是能让人印象深刻。
是的，虽然是个仙人呐，但非常有亲切感，真像是一位热心的。
I don't know if she feels approachable based off of what we've seen in the story so far. But maybe her human form is going to be more approachable and neighborly now. I don't know.
哎呀，我的聊天讲故事的本事肯定没他好。
Okay, so there's going to be a new story quest, of course. I mean, every 5-star gets one. I wonder if there's going to be a hangout with Gaming sometime.
我们是不是该改口叫他闲云了？
没错，那我也来分享一下闲云在战斗时的风采吧。
Okay, finally her combat.
Arts are too profound to convey in a few simple words. Oh, but why must the listener grow weary whenever I begin to divulge them? Skyward!
So it seems like she's keeping her craned voice. It's just like slightly less harsh, I guess.
Stray clouds converge!
But it seems like it's the same voice actor as the crane voice that we've heard in the Archon quest so far.
这个称号再加上鹤的外形，不难让人联想出轻盈御风的仙人形象。
Ooh, she can jump really high if she jumps multiple times up, I guess.
或是在空中释放，这个过程中还能化形为鹤，进行特殊的下落攻击。不仅如此，闲云更能轻唤先锋。
I want to rewind a bit. I want to go back to how the hilly churls got hit.
特殊跳跃、步天梯，并且能根据具体情况。 在后两段中选择地面释
So
放。
it seemed actually like I'm confused on that. It seemed like the hilly churls they got knocked back, but it almost looks like they were getting knocked back towards her rather than away from her. I don't know. The upon contact they're getting knocked back. I'm gonna switch my playback speed. Yeah, it seems like they land at her feet. That's really interesting. So it's like a stagger, which I think that's based on something called like poise damage in the game. But then it doesn't really look like a crowd control, like a suction in. It might just be because they were already landed, they were already so close to each other, but there wasn't a pushback. A lot of the times poise damage will have a pushback, and it seems at least in that one small clip, there wasn't a pushback with that stagger, which is actually a really good thing. That just means she won't disrupt your ability to hit enemies, won't push them away. That's actually pretty good. I'm curious to see how she uses that attack against other enemies, like if it does it, if there is a amount of pushback in other situations, or if it was just that one clip. Yeah, she's also then allowing her teammates to do plunge damage, to do plunge attacks.
就像是一位默默关照他人的热心长辈。
是的，希望能把闲云的这份人格魅力传递给
Lenny
大
is
家。
saying that he already watched and it's amazing. And Lenny is currently saving for Lenny. So you got to you got Mona on Navia's banner and Tignari on the standard. Okay. Yeah, I completely skipped Navia. Really just I'm much more interested in Cloud Retainer and Gaming. I'm just going into pure saving mode. Did I miss phase 1? Let me scroll back. Okay, so phase 1, I'm going to just pause on the screen. Phase 1 is Cloud Retainer, Nahida, and Gaming. So I think this is actually going to be a really, really strong banner. I think that there are going to be a lot of players who want to go for Cloud Retainer, but if you're somebody who's skipping Cloud Retainer and you want Nahida constellations, because Nahida C1 and C2 are both very, very good, or if you're somebody who hasn't gotten Nahida, I mean, I think at this stage in the game, Nahida is one of the three best characters. So I would call the three best characters in Genshin right now to be Nahida, Kazuha, and Farina. So if you don't have Nahida, she's just so freaking good. And this way you can summon for Nahida and get some Gaming constellations. And I'll talk more about Gaming after I finish watching this a little bit more. But I think Gaming is looking like he's going to be probably the strongest 4-star character that we've ever had. But again, I'll talk much more about that after I kind of finish the important chunks of the live stream. And then I think they were saying phase 2 was Xiao and Yaimiko. Okay, so here's Cloud Retainer's weapon. And yeah, Xiao and Yaimiko in phase 2. Personally, I think I'll pause a little bit to talk about that. Obviously, Xiao is a very strong plunge attacker, and if Cloud Retainer is gonna buff plunge attacks, there's a good chance that Xiao will get an upgrade with Cloud Retainer. But I think I don't know. I think phase 2 of 4.4, the banners just look a little bit less good. You know, I think it's really hard for. It's a really big ask for a player who doesn't have either. For a player who does not have Xiao already, for them to summon first on Cloud Retainer and then on Xiao. It's kind of like you have to buy both of them situation. You could also probably make Xiao work just fine with Faruzan and Bennett anyway. So I think it's just like it's a big Primogem ask to get both of them in this patch. But if you already have Xiao, then I think Cloud Retainer could be an interesting choice there. And then I think Yaimiko, while she did get better in the Dendro meta, I still think that she competes very heavily with Fischl, and Fischl is, easier to get. Pretty much everybody has a Fischl already. So I'm anticipating the phase 1 banners to be a lot more valuable for most players.
好的，好的，也谢谢阿任的分享。那么在去仪龙部之前啊，我们先来看
Yilong
看第一
War.
组兑换
So
码
that's
吧。
the new location. Okay, so here's our first redemption code. Again, since I'm watching this late, I'm sure most people already have the redemption codes. So I might just skip past this a little bit. How long do redemption codes usually show up on the screen? Seems like this is like 3 minutes long. But yeah, welcome everybody to the chat. Camilla Knight. I mean, as always, Genshin has great music. I don't even know what kind of instrument that is, but that looks really cool. Yeah, it seems like this is the most elaborate set design that we've ever had for a special program.
我还没看到太多啊，目前感觉还挺美的， 有种世外桃源
Normally,
的
I'm
感
not
觉。
really into listening all about the scenery design, but from the little that I've seen so far of this new map, I'm really
而且
interested.
目
So
前看啊，成玉谷这边的
I'm
人
gonna
文
watch
建筑
a
好像
little
都有
bit
点
more
不
and
太
see
建筑
what
的味
there
道。
is,
没错没错，
which
就拿
visuals
俏
they're
音
gonna
庄来说
showcase.
吧，它依山傍水，因势而建，
Yeah, it
附
just
近
looks
还有
so
不
green
少
and
溪
so
流河
pretty.
川。
I
本
hope
来
we
徽
get
派建筑这种白
that
墙黑瓦、色
architecture
彩分明的特色，就
style.
可
I
以
hope we
是
get
锦
that
上
in
添
our
花，
teapots.
让
That would
村
be
落
really
看上
cool.
去鳞次栉比，井然有序。
哎，说起水啊，成玉谷这边水还挺多的，一路上大大小小
Lots
的
of
溪流河川
water,
可是真
streams,
不少。
rivers.
仪陇部这里啊，还有条这么高这么大的瀑布，
I like
其
the
实很好
windmill
玩。
there, so it looks like
确
a
实，这就得给大
full
伟哥
out
讲讲仪陇部这里流传的传说了。
哦，
大伟哥应该知道，
generator. It
璃月
almost
港的
like
人们都相信，这片土地最早的主人就是阎王爷。先民正是跟随着阎王帝君，在他的护佑下，才建立起了繁荣的城市和港湾。
again, like Lantern Right always looks so pretty.
不错，但是在成玉谷也有人相信，除了阎王爷以外，还有别的魔神和众仙保佑着成玉谷先民的祖先。比如说啊，在仪陇部这里，大家都听过一个传说，关于一位名叫福景的鲤鱼
A
仙人。
Carpodeptus known
难
as
怪这里有不
Fujin.
少鲤鱼形状的灯啊，应该也是出于这个原因吧。
也可以这么想，在当地的传说中啊，金色的鲤鱼可
Another
是好
another
运的象征呢。
Adeptus.
而且仪陇部衔接着枫丹，是两国之间重要的交通贸易枢纽。佳明任职的剑峡镖局就在仪
Sword
陇
and
部，
Strongbox
可以看到
Agency.
仪陇部本身的地势非常高，自古就是座难以攀援的高山。在过去的传说
Yeah, I'm
中
just gonna
也
have so
曾
much
是
fun
仙人
exploring
隐居之
these
处。
mountains.
后来呀，因为种种缘故，一些先民迁居至此，形成了新的聚落。为了解决这瀑布高悬带来的不便，人们修建了一座高大的水力升降机。
哦，原来如此。他们的
Yeah,
成
you're
果
you're
还真
definitely
不
gonna
错
be able to get a lot of really
而
cool
且这
in-game
瀑布之下
photos
还有
in
一
this
条蜿
area.
蜒曲折的大河，贯穿整个成玉谷。
既然已经说到了这条河，
Ooh,
我们沿着
look
河
at
川
that
看
gate
过
up in the
去，
corner.
大伟哥应该也注意到了河道
Massive
上那对
pieces
巨
of
大的
jade
玉
in the
珏了吧
river.
那里就是宝觉口，
Jade
算是
Mount.
成玉谷中最有名的地标之一了。
是呀，这对玉珏应该也是过去的
Left
仙人
behind
留下
by
的
an
像
Adeptus.
这么壮观又瑰丽的景色，应该也只有仙人能
Is
创造
that
出
the
来吧。
Carpodeptus or is it a
口的
different
这对玉
Adeptus?
珏就是仙人为了保护人民防洪治涝
I like how
而
it
种下的。
glows in
哈哈
the
心系
moonlight.
人民的仙人确实还挺值得大家敬爱啊。这里的种种传说啊，听上去感觉还挺浪漫的。
是的，我们也来看看成玉谷的其他地方吧，像灵蒙山是历史悠久的古华派的发祥之
Mount
地，
Lingmeng?
药蝶谷和悬链山就分别是传说中白蛇
Ooh,
和
that
鲤
scene
鱼
looks so
仙人的
pretty.
住所。还有南方的赤章成园
I'm a big
是属于
sucker for
稀里
those,
突突的遗迹。
tall spires
成
of
玉谷
rock.
还真辽阔啊。
They
和
always
刚
look
才
so
说的一
pretty.
样，这片土地上还到处都遗留着先人的足迹，宝器啊、洞府啊，说不定就散落在这雾气缭绕的高
Ooh.
山之间呢。
你别说，成玉谷也有不少
Seems
高
like
山，
we're gonna have a lot
但
of
我
cool
总感觉
puzzles
和以
then,
往常
with
见的
those
五
different
岳
kind
山
of
岩还不太一样。
adepti
成玉谷这边的
artifacts.
山岭更像是峰峦叠嶂的
Statues.
黄山，这些山峦的颜色好像是水墨画一样，时不时还会有一抹灵动的青色晕染，再加上山岭之间还藏着各种各样的奇特景观，我就觉得呀，
Ooh, that
成玉
place
谷
looks
之
so
所以
pretty.
会有这
And
么
you
多
also
仙
have
人的
fungi in
传
the
说
background.
流传后
Okay.
世，和这种独一无二的地理风貌应该是密不可分的吧？
感觉是这个道理。大自然还真有鬼斧神工啊！
当你漫游成玉谷的时候，登临山岭高处，就会看到那些跌宕起伏的云海，根据日光的变化，呈现出异彩纷呈的华美景象。
Yeah, the whole landscape like changes so much depending on the time of day. The colors are
哎
just so
呀，你也
brilliant.
太会描述景色了，说的我的期待值都拉满了。
还不止这些哦，除了仙迹和美景，成玉谷中还栖息着传说
Home
中的
to
灵兽哦
legendary
哦
mystical
比
beasts.
如隐山泥兽。根据本地老人的
Solitary
说法，他们是
Wani?
这片土地原本的主人，如今隐居在崇山峻岭之间。虽然
So
说
this
是
is
传说
basically
中
the
的
boss
祥
that
瑞之
we're gonna
兽
have to farm
但
to
若
get
是有人
cloud
贸然闯入
retainers
他们的领
boss
地，
materials.
打扰了他们的安宁，也是会被毫不留
It
情
looks
的
so
赶出去的
regal.
哦。
它的外形啊，包括战斗表现都好仙好灵哦，我喜欢。
顺带一提， 以农部家喻户晓的武兽戏，
Renowned
这就
Wushu
是以传
dance.
说中离兽的形象为原型进行的
Okay,
表
so
演。
it's based.
佳明身边的龙
Gaming's
仔其实也是泥
dance
兽
is
哦。
based
看来
off
这
of
之间也有故事啊。
the
那就
movements that
来
this
看看
boss
隐
makes.
山泥兽的故事吧。
Oh, that's quite the inquiry, Gaming.
So are the stories true, sir?
Patience now.
I love the
Discussion
paper
of this beast must
animation
first
here.
begin with Chen-Yu Vale, a land of tiered peaks shrouded in billowing mist, replete with stories of illuminated beasts. As for the subject of your curiosity, let us call it the solitary Swanee.
Wani.
It is a symbolic and auspicious animal, said to be related to the Adepti. Legends say the Swanee traverses the land under the cover of mist. Its presence nearly indetectable, save only for the faintest outline of horns. When at ease, it rests with its eyes closed and legs crossed. Yet should the situation turn dangerous, the fury of the Swanee will be unleashed. It moves with the swiftness of windswept clouds and attacks with the ferocity of a roaring waterfall. But some people say this time of peace has forced the Swanee into a life of seclusion far beyond our reach.
Yeah, just the paper looks so beautiful.
Those are just a few old legends I've heard in my time. Getting all that across in a Wushu dance might prove tricky, no?
It's like anything. Practice makes perfect. I just gotta work at it. You see? Manzai agrees with me.
Manzai? Okay, so it's pronounced like a zai sound.
成玉谷这么辽阔，一下子是讲不完的。最近成玉谷的水土发生了一些变化，就连香茶的气味也变得不如从前了。到时候还烦请各位旅行者跟随仙人的指引，帮助解决困扰俏英庄居民的
Okay, so
茶
we
叶问
gotta
题吧。
help them restore the land. Okay.
以及传说故事。那接下来我们稍作休息，准备了解一下今年海灯节的活动吧。那在这之前呢，还请一起看看第二组兑换码吧。
All right, second redemption code. So yeah, I'll show it on screen for just a little bit. But then I'm gonna just skip past it. I'm actually gonna skip past some of the extra dialogue until I see some like game footage. Just because I'm more interested in that. So let's skip to about
创
here.
作了风筝，表达对美好生活的追求。
哎，是啊，我以前放的也是燕子风筝。
不过现在已经有很多不同样式的
Oh,
风
the
筝
shops
了，一
are
些
always
具
so
有
nice.
吉祥寓意的图案还挺受欢迎
So
的。
is that a
比
kite
如
shop?
锦鲤、龙凤、彩蝶，这些图案都很有特色。除了表达美好的祝愿，也能让看到的人们感受到祝福。
而且放风筝本身也是非常有益身心的活动啊。
是的，大伟哥也可以先来海灯节里体验体验。
而且在今年海灯节上，甘雨和申鹤将会
Ganyu
穿
and
着琉璃
Shenhe
借
will
风
be
真菌
wearing
气
new
人特别
outfits
定制
that
的
Cloud
新衣装
Retainer
来
made
和
for
大家
them.
共度佳节。
没错，同时
And a new
新秋也
outfit
准备了
for
一套新衣
Xingqiu as
装
well.
只要游玩海灯节活动达到特定目标，就能够免费获得。
And we'll get his for free. Okay, but we'll have to buy Ganyu's or Shenhe. I don't know how I feel about his outfit. It looks like almost Fontanian. I think Ganyu's outfit's a little bit better, but it's still like super flowery and bowy in the back. I don't know. I think Shenhe's outfit looks the most kind of like actually like a Liyue style outfit.
确实好看，明明是来给大伟哥介绍海灯节的，我自己都想快点入手新衣装。
Yeah, I don't think I'll be getting Ganyu's outfit. I might get Shenhe's outfit. I'm not sure yet. None of them look super great to me, but I think Shenhe's looks the best. Part of that is just more so because I don't know.
他们
I
的
feel
灵
like
感源自各种传统文化。不过我们就像克勤一样，也在学习
I don't know how to
尝试推
describe
陈
what
出
I'm
新。
feeling
好好
right
好，
now.
快讲讲
I don't
怎
know.
么
It
个
just
推
feels
陈出
like
新法？
那
they're
先来说说这个指引巡摇吧。拆解名
they're
字的
like
话，就
trying
是
too
用指
hard
引
with
的
the
形式
outfits. I don't
来
know.
寻觅佳肴。璃月有一种流传
And
已
again,
久的
like
艺术，指引
both
句。
Ganyu and
灵
Xingqiu's
活运用画
outfits, they
片
don't
和
even
灯具，
look
可以
like
让画面
lantern
在
right
幕布上
outfits. They
活
look
起来。
like a
再结合枫丹的映影
a
相关技术，
Fontanian
改编成一种新颖的互动游戏，
designer
叫
made
做
them or
剪纸
something. I
戏
don't know.
主要会讲述些简单明快的故事，让观众们会心一
But
笑。
you know, that's just
我
me.
大
If
概
you
有
guys
概
like
念
the
了。
outfits,
结合这张锅
definitely
巴和月柜的图
you know
啊，
go for them
这
as
出
well.
剪纸戏应该是引导锅巴和月柜去找食材来做美食的故事吧？
哎，被大伟哥猜对了。
没错没错，这个活动玩法呢，操作上比较简单，老少皆宜。
Now they're just
我们
basically
需要
talking
控制
about
锅巴
the
和月柜
different
进行移动，
events.
在特定的步数限制下解开谜题，破除障碍，最后一起收集到食材，就可以成功烹饪出各种美味佳肴了。我们的
化为精力，穿梭于烟花绽放的夜空中，听起来就很浪漫。
All right, all right.
希望海灯节的故事与活动
I'm just
能把这
gonna
份喜庆
go
吉祥
until
的
it
节日
gets
气
to
氛
like the
传
pick a
达给每一位
character
旅行者。
screen or something,
当节庆
just 'cause
热
I
度
want to
足
see
够
what
高
that
涨，
looks like.
各位可以从
Okay,
10
so
位
we
离
can
线角色
invite
任选一位，
Gaming
邀
through
请加入
the
到自己的队伍中来。 其中
the
也包
lantern
括我们
right
的新朋友
rewards
佳
as
明哦。
well. That means if you're somebody who really wants
累积登录活动、
constellations
富
for
贵登
him, or
门
if you
也
even
会
just
在
want
海灯节期
C0,
间
you
开
can get
放。
him for free.
旅行者们可以
Or
领
if
取
you
最
want
多
extra
10枚旧铲之
constellations,
元在
he's
内的奖励。
a little bit easier
同
to
时
get to
为
higher
了感谢旅
constellations
行者
because
们
you
在过去
can
1
get
年里
one
的
for
支
free.
持与陪伴，我们还将
I'll just pause here on the screen. Yeah, friends at the doorstep. You can get one free 4-star Leeway character. May fortune find you. We get 10 free fates and some other stuff. Lantern Rite gifts. Seems like Lantern Rite gifts include intertwined fates as well, but I'm not sure how many. So that means we might be able to get more than just the 10 from May Fortune Find You. And then the 3 new costumes as well. 3 new skins for Shenhe, Ganyu, and Xingqiu. But yeah, overall, really excited for the patch. I kind of wish they showed off Gaming a little bit more. I'm gonna just scroll through the ending and see if there happens to be more Gaming footage. I'm talking about TCG. Alright, that's about it. So what I'm gonna do is actually rewatch the very beginning, and just pay more attention to Gaming's animation.
Have you ever heard of Wushu dancing?
Liyue Harbor is always changing.
Ooh, I
so
like
it's
the
only
kick
fitting
in
that
the air.
Lantern Rite should change in turn.
Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season.
Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients.
The Frina visits. Okay.
You're quite right, Miss Hutao.
How about we grab some dim sum from the Shinya kiosk? My treat.
Yeah, that kicking animation looks so cool. That like double kick outward.
Congratulations! Up to it, Manzai!
Okay, I'm gonna just pause on. I want to pause on the hoodie if I can.
Congratulations! Up to it, Manzai!
Ah, I missed it. Right, a second.
Congratulations! Up to it, Manzai!
You can kind of see it down here a little bit. So it seems like when he's in his burst mode, the hood goes up. And it seems like everything glows. I love the way his costume just changes. Yeah, that looks so cool. And it seems like there's a nice kind of like lip there. So it seems like the hood is like a lion mouth. Yeah, just the design of his burst mode looks so cool. And yeah, the new map just looks so cool as well.
A kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars.
O kite born of paper, flying true and sound, a lone traveler wanders, just awaiting to be found.
I always believed we would see each other again, that our days of separation would finally end.
Lantern Rite should be a day of reunion.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You chose a path without a future.
Spare my innocence.
I wonder why he's crying.
I alone am the source of this sin.
I don't think this is the most epic version trailer that we had, but I do think this is really, really high up there. There's just a lot of nice story elements hinted. I think like the best trailer was for version 4.1, but this one's still really, really good.
Make way for the Adeptus.
Ooh, I love that slide there. I want to see if I can get a screenshot of that slide.
Make way for the Adeptus.
I mean, oh, ooh, that's an interesting frame. But I wanted just before this, so I'm gonna slow down. Come on, go to gaming already. Sorry for making you guys listen to that. I'm just gonna mute it. That sounds really bad at 0.5 or 0.25. Come on, go to gaming. Ooh, that slow slide here is gonna look so cool. Ah, that's gonna be an amazing cutscene when we actually see all of it. Um, but holy crap, I'm super excited for this upcoming version. And like I said at the very start of the stream, Gaming is going to be one of my favorite characters without a doubt. I just really like his design, particularly his burst design, like his burst costume with the glowing lights and everything. His animations are super, super cool. And I wish we got to see just a little bit more in the trailers on like just how strong he is. Um, so a lot of what I'm going to be saying about next is going to be, cough, cough, rumors. But I think the rumors have it is that Gaming is going to be an incredibly strong character who will compete um, with the strength of 5-star characters. Even sometimes 5-star characters with constellations. He's going to be that good. I can't wait to actually play him. I think we haven't really had a chance to ever experience something like this plunge attack meta before. So I think it's just going to be a really new, fun way to actually play the game. I'm super excited about that. And, even Gaming aside, I think Cloud Retainer is really interesting because, as many of you guys know, I am a C6 Kazuha haver. Kazuha is the only character who I have at C6. I got him at C2 on his original run, and then I liked him so much that I just saved basically all the way through the Inazuma patch until his re1, and then I got him at C6. So really excited to see what Kazuha can do with the plunge attack buffs as well, because Kazuha is a very strong plunge attacker if you get constellations for him. So of course most people don't have C6 Kazuha. So I think for people who, only have C0 Kazuha, I don't think he's gonna work that well as a partner for Cloud Retainer. But even at starting at C1, I think even at a C1 Kazuha starts to become really competitive and a really good option to play with Cloud Retainer. And of course, with me with C6, I think there's just going to be a lot of big numbers that I'll see on my screen when I pair him with Cloud Retainer. But yeah, so that's about it for the live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching it with me. But for now, what I'm going to do is actually hop into Genshin, and I'll be doing first some strongboxing, and then a little bit of teapot design. Probably like I anticipate it being about 20 minutes of strongboxing, and then 30 to 40 minutes of teapot design. Again, I just kind of want to come up with a good kind of location in my teapot that makes sense to be summoning for Gaming and Cloud Retainer. So I'm kind of just making my own custom summoning location in my teapot to prepare for them. Nahida Stan, welcome to the chat. So I just finished watching the live stream, and yeah, now I'm just gonna be loading up Genshin and doing my strongboxing and teapotting. And again, if my volume is ever too low or anything, just let me know. I'm in a slightly different setup than usual, so I'm still kind of working out the kinks of getting good volume there. But yeah, just loading into the game, and then I'll switch my screens in OBS. So I think I'll do a little bit of strongboxing on my Asia account first, and then I'll switch to my America account where I'll be doing teapot design and strongboxing as well. So there'll be a little bit of account switching back and forth. For those of you who are interested in the friend summoner account, I haven't been doing too much on that account. I think it's like an AR-47 right now. I haven't really done a ton of farming for artifacts, but a little bit. And again, my Europe account, my friend summoner account, isn't something that I log on daily. But maybe probably at least one time before 4.4, I'll do a stream that incorporates the Europe account, or maybe after 4.4 comes out, I might do a stream on that. But for now, just kind of want to focus on, the accounts that I actively build every day. Okay, so I'm just noticing that I forgot to plug in my controller. I have to just change those settings really quick. Let me pull that out. It's around here somewhere. I'll set up my controller, and then I'll switch my OBS scenes. Sorry for the delay. And you guys probably just heard a Noelle voice line there. Let's see. Go to in-game. Okay, got the controller set up. And now I'll switch my OBS scene. on, OBS, pick up Genshin. Genshin's running. There we go. All right, so I think I have enough for 2 full strong boxes on this account, and then I'll switch to my American account. So on this account, I'm more interested in Emblem. On my main account, where I'm going to be trying for Cloud Retainer, I mean, like, personally, I want C6 Gaming and C2 Cloud Retainer. I don't think I have enough primos for that, but that's my dream. So on my main account, I'll be doing Viridescent Venerer set for Cloud Retainer. But on this account here, I want Emblem for my Shingling. I'm pretty sure all these artifacts are bad, but I'm just want to quickly go through them and make sure that I'm not, you know, giving away an amazing artifact. Mystic Offering, here we go. So my Shingling is on an Elemental Mastery build. So obviously I'd love a good Elemental Mastery Sands and Goblet. I think I have a decent helmet already. And then of course, you know, if I get Xingqiu, Beidou, or Yalan pieces, I will not complain either. Attack with double crit, which actually could be a... Even though I don't have Raiden, this would be a good Raiden piece. And another attack, this time with EM, crit rate, and ER. It has the ER. I'll lock it. Crit damage and EM, it could be good. I don't think that one's good. Pass on that one. Attack. Attack. Healing bonus with ER, but no HP percent. Attack. Nothing. Crit rates. I mean, it could be good. Crit damage with EM and HP. I don't think that's good enough. And EM, we got an EM Sands. Okay, so I'll just finish up this last run. I don't have that many artifacts left to sacrifice. Alright, come on. Some good pieces. No. Hydro, I mean, if it rolls crit or crit damage, it could be good. No. 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 Okay. There's just a few pieces to check, not that many. First, I'll check this one. We want either crit or ER. Ooh, crit damage. Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. It could be a really good piece, but I think I have some +4s that look similar to that already. Actually, I don't know. Let me take a look at my... We have double crit ER, a ton of EM. but it also has the ER that Shingling needs. So I think I'm gonna save that piece, but I don't think I'll actually roll it. Let's see. Won't roll that one or that one. This one, okay. I think I don't want that. Sorry, I have a little. I have a dog scratching on my door, whining a little bit. I think she's fine. I don't think you guys can hear it because I think it's a little bit far away from my mic anyway. If she keeps it up, I might check on her in a bit. Okay, so I want ER here. Can I get ER? I mean, I wouldn't say no to crit as well, crit damage. But I really want ER. Just attack. What is she using? She's using a 40 crit value off piece. So that's just something that it's gonna be hard to do better than. Okay, so we want crit rate or crit damage here. And just defense, so probably a dead piece. What do I have for Emblem Hydro? 10 crit rate, 40 EM, and then one with 20 ER. I mean, in theory, it could be better than the 20 ER one. But now it can't. Okay. Alright, not much luck on that account, so watch me just switch accounts really quick. And more strongboxing on my America account, and then some teapot design afterwards. I'm a bit slower on switching my OBS scenes because I don't have a mouse pad right now. That's making my mouse a bit hard to navigate, so I apologize for the delay. But here we are in game again. All right. VV on this account. So because I'm going for VV, I want either good Kazuha pieces, so good crit rate and EM pieces, or good crit value and EM pieces, and then also Cloud Retainer pieces. So rumor has it that Cloud Retainer, her buff scales off of her attack. So rumor says that you should be building your Cloud Retainer with a ton of attack. So I want also pieces with attack and energy recharge for Cloud Retainer. And I'll have enough for either 3 or 4 runs on the Artifact Strongbox on this account. Probably 3. Alright, come on, let's get some Kazuha pieces. Let's get some Cloud Retainer pieces. Cryo damage, not the best. I'll lock it just because. double crit and EM. Great, great. That could be a Kazuha piece. Probably not here. Another double crit. This time a 4-liner. Defense, HP, healing bonus with attack and ER and HP. I don't think I would actually want to use this on Cloud Retainer, but I'll lock it anyway. No good there. 4-line double crit EM. Holy crap, we've gotten 3 double crit artifacts already. 2 of them double crit EM. 1 of them 4-line double crit EM. So as long as this piece does not roll into attack, then this could be my new Kazuha flower. We have HP, attack, but it doesn't have the substats that Cloud Retainer wants. Defense and HP again. Okay. So we have three artifacts to roll there. I'm gonna just do one more strongbox session, strongbox run, and then we'll take a break to roll. Come on, let's go. Some great artifacts, please. Come on, Kazuha or Shenhe or Kazuha or Cloud Retainer pieces. Animo damage bonus with 1 crit. I'll lock it. Electro, nah. Electro, nah. Dendro double crit. Okay. The defense is sad, but oh well. Still double crit. Crit damage. I mean, it could roll crit rate, but I probably won't use it. Another crit damage. Just worse than the first one. But again, you never know what it can roll. That one's not 4-liners and not double crit, so not worth it. Okay. Just not as good of a run on that second swipe. That second batch, but still some pieces that could be really interesting. Where's VV? So I want to roll those helmets first. I guess we could roll this too. Okay, there's no crit damage, so that one's dead. Okay. We roll these two. Dead. Ooh, max crit rate. Okay, okay. We can +8 it, right? And then attack. I'll do +12, and if it's not good, then we trash it. 54. Oof. So the best that this could do is 10% crit rate, or I mean like 11 or 12 or whatever. So I think I'm gonna just trash it. Was there any other? Okay, so we had the Dendro double, and then we had an Animo, right? Animo single. Ooh, it rolled EM with crit rate to start. I am out of artifacts. I guess we could just put a plus 16 there. And then like a plus 4. So it rolled once into EM. So not good enough. We can kill that one. Technically this one, these are some old ones that I never raised that I could at least try. Defense, so not good enough. Defense, not good enough. Okay, so that one could be really, really good. And so could that one. I'm gonna actually, I guess we can roll this one. This one's probably a candidate just to plus 20 it right away. Come on! Oh no, no. Don't you just hate it when you have that amazing godly artifact and it just rolls like that? Sad day. We actually have 2 double crits. I mean, those are kind of low rolls. Yeah, those are all. That's 3 really low rolls into crit damage, or at least 3 average rolls. I don't know. No high rolls. Below average rolls. Once into defense and once into HP. So this one's dead. This is the last feather. And literally it dodged crit the entire time. Sad. This one could maybe roll crit damage. Nope. Double crit. Double crit EM. So this one was probably the single best thing we got so far. So this one has a chance of being my new Kazuha piece. So it needs to avoid attack completely. Here goes. Ah. Rolled into attack once. So it's at 18 plus 6. So 24 crit value with a 1 roll into EM. What does my Kazuha currently have? He's just stacking the EM. So it could be useful. I think I'm sad that it rolled into attack, but I'm gonna push forward and give it a chance. I don't know. Ah, and then it rolled into attack again. I mean, at least that means I can, you know, unlock it and not have to worry about it. Okay, so we have enough for at least one more, maybe 2 more runs on the strongbox. Just one more, I guess. Barely one more. And then I'll just find some old things that I can try to get rid of. Physical damage, pyro, that one's bad. Animo, attack, geo. Animo, we can get rid of the other animo because this one's better. This one's pretty bad for geo. This one's kind of okay, but kind of bad. For healing bonus damage, this doesn't have HP percent, but it could roll HP percent, so I'll keep it. This one doesn't really have anything. Okay. Last strong box. HP attack with flat attack. So if it actually rolls ER, then it could be an amazing cloud retainer piece because she does want flat. She wants attack percent with a flat attack. Skipped a few. Double crit, probably not the best, but I'll lock it. Defense, HP, no. EM with crit rate, so if it rolls crit damage, that could be amazing. All right, come on. Can we get some ER? Nope, just defense. I'll still keep it because the flat attack is useful. You know what, actually? Let's +8 it. Come on, attack. Nope, it went defense. But it was a double, so let's do one more. Still no flat attack. So it's probably dead at this point. Sorry, I accidentally hit my mic there. Okay. Let's see. Were there any good pieces? I'm not gonna raise that. There's no EM. There was this one. No, it was this one. I mean, this one is attack, flat attack. There's no ER. Okay. We want this one to roll into crit damage. Please, crit damage, please. Holy crap, max roll into crit damage. So now we gotta dodge HP ER. So if it rolls into ER a few times, then it could be like a sucrose piece or something. I don't even have sucrose raised. I never use sucrose because I have Kazuha and, well, he's better. but I want it to just roll purely into crit. No HP, no energy recharge. Come on, crit. Ah. We did it. So sadly it's not 40 CV. It is, so what is that? 24 plus, so it's 38 CV. So we didn't get the highest of rolls, but not the lowest of rolls either. I mean, 12.1 is not bad. Like, this is a big win, I think. So it was the last artifact we rolled, and I am pretty happy with it. Let's see what Kazuha currently has. I think he has like a 16.7 crit rate and like no crit damage, or like a low crit damage. Let's see. So that's what we just rolled, and Kazuha has this one. Oh no, so I was wrong on that. So yeah, it's an upgrade. We lose 3% crit rate or crit damage, but we gain 5.1% crit rate. So that's a W. That's a big win. And then the small amount of EM is mildly helpful. But since I have C6 Kazuo, he doesn't need as much EM. So he loses 49 attack, but again, Bennett is just going to be giving him so much attack, it doesn't matter. Now he is 82.9, 186 with 691 elemental mastery. So really, really good. So this is like, what, if we multiply the 0.75 times almost 0.5, that's too hard of math. So his crit value on his build is something like a 0.37 or something. I have no idea. That's just a guess on the math. But, you know, getting that 576 elemental mastery is so huge. So I definitely have one of the best C6 Kazuha builds there are. So here's his flower, 91 elemental mastery, really, really high elemental mastery there. 68 here with 14 crit rate. Now we finally got an upgrade to his sands. 38 crit value sands there, and he was on 14 plus 17, which is a 31, right? He went up from 31 to 38. Here's his EM. Because he did just get some ER, well, I mean, the attack help is useful there. I also have this one here, which has slightly more CV, but it doesn't have the attack. So I think I'm going to keep what he's on, and then his crit rate helmet is this one. But I'd ideally want a better helmet so far. But at this point, like, it's going to be really hard to upgrade him. So better helmet, better goblet. Really lucky there with that sands. It just could have been 40 CV, but can't complain with 38 on set. I'm actually kind of curious. EM crit rate. I have my Shangling, which is 40 CB off piece. So I think this is my only 40 CV EM piece. It does have attack. I could actually give that to Kazuha and then just switch out his feather. Switch out his feather to this one, maybe. Or this one. No, I think that this is fine. Well, this one is 40 CV. On piece, 38 CV is still amazing. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of teapotting.
This realm is true.
Collecting, you know, our currencies here really quick. And then let's see, what do we want to create? Probably just some lighting or something. I don't know. I think I have enough of all the things that I want, but I'm kind of curious to see. I have 2 of those, 4 of those. That's more than enough. 6, 25, 8, 3. I guess another one of these wouldn't hurt. That's probably good enough.
If you ever have any questions about...
Alright, so here's what my teapot currently looks like. So I have a few cranes around. 1 crane there for Cloud Retainer. And another crane over here, right? So I'll kind of just show the area from... I think it actually looks better from above than it does below. But I kind of want to completely redesign it. But it is, you know, walk over here, under, see this nice view through here. This is where the waypoint would be, so if you just teleport here, you come here, you have the Zhongli statue in the corner. And then you have 2 options. First, I mean, you could just go to the stage here. We have our lion statues for Gaming. And we have our instruments here as well. We have Yunjin stage here. We have old Lantern Rite decorations up there. If you have Kazuha, you can get on top of the bird sometimes. There we go. Sometimes you can get to the tip of the wing and just fly that way. Or you could have climbed up the bamboo to get to the pavilion up here. And then you can also climb up bamboo to get to the house. But I think what I want to try to do is, because like right now this kind of is a floating sky kind of thing. But I don't like how, because things go so high up, it's hard to get like a good scenic view from one angle. So what I think I want to actually try is what I want to try is making it more like the house is underneath a lot of the flowing thing, a lot of the floating elements. But I want it to be more like the house is inside a mountain, if that makes sense. And then that way the house, I want like elements of the city like literally coming into and extending from the house, making it just look more kind of combined, because right now we have our kind of courtyard that's completely separate from the house, and I kind of want it more combined in a vertical kind of design, if that makes sense. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing next. Isn't there a way to just pick up all of the elements in the area? Retrieve furnishings in area. I'm just going to start from scratch. Okay. So first things first, again, since I want the house to kind of be like inside of a mountain or inside of all of these structures, I actually want the house to be at the bottom. So the main building we place here, rotate it. I think this is best. Kind of can place it in the middle. And then let's see how I can kind of start to design some of these elements more like coming out of the house. So what I mean by that is, let's go to our floating platforms. Maybe just a tiny bit higher. We do have that building of the roof like poking out, but oh well. And then we can take some of courtyard things like this. Maybe I need more of these. I think that's just too high up. This might be a lot harder than I thought it would be just because the roof level is kind of wonky. That curved roof is making things a lot harder than I thought it would. But this is more or less kind of the look that I'm going for. Where we're kind of just building out a city from the house. Just realized that the platform was not centered. The main problem that I'm gonna run into with this kind of build is just being able to select things. No, I do not want the house on top of the platform. The other thing is just the house itself isn't even perfectly symmetrical. So it just runs into problems. Because if I line the roofs up so that the line on the top of the roofs are up, then that pokes through in a really weird way. Maybe I just say I don't care. Then I can like rotate some of these platforms so that it doesn't look so symmetrical. It's starting to look pretty. Then we go to courtyard. There's this. I also still think that the platforms are up too high still. Or if they go down too low, then the platforms just don't work. Like those, the thickness of those floating islands isn't working out. So it might be more of, whoops, rather than using the floating islands, I can use the floating bridges. They just really made teapot design a lot harder than it needed to be. What I'm going to do is just take that away. And then retry it with these instead. So how it'll work is it's a layer of these. And they are supporting a layer of these blocks, of the stone blocks that I'll show you guys in just a bit. Of these. But those are up a bit higher than I want them to be. I think this works because that stone platform matches the pattern used on the base of the house. I actually think this could work pretty well. Now we can go to courtyard. These pieces. Oh, but the problem is they're saying that these platforms aren't wide enough for them. Ah, that's so close to what I want it to be. They gotta double it up. Okay. I think if we just like place it halfway on, halfway off, it'll work. Or do we gotta double up the wood platforms too? Or even I think that's close enough to being centered. Okay. Well, I think I have a system that kind of sort of works. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's the general gist of what I wanted at least. Hmm. Let's see, let's see. I think it's probably best just to make that closer. It doesn't stick out. Yeah, I want it to go in more though. Yes, that's fine. Okay. I think I kind of want the platforms to be even lower, though. Why is it not letting me... This is one of those things where getting it to set up properly the first time is going to be a lot harder than subsequent times. So as long as it works the first time, that's what I care more about. Like once you have one good setup for it, it will kind of be a lot easier from then on out. You know, once you have one alignment ready, things will snap better. But getting that first one is going to be a challenge. Why is it not working? Hmm. Yeah, teapot is a lot harder than it seems. Part of it is also because I'm using a controller instead of anything else. Okay, so what I want, place another block. I also think that these are, it's still slightly too high. This is better. And then what I can do is place two more on top of them. There we go. Now we can go to courtyard, select this, and now it should, no, not that, I want this. So that's what I want. Okay, so it looks a little bit weird right where it meets the house, but I can fix that. I can put like a screen in front of that or something, make it look a lot less weird. But we have the roof levels basically matching. So I'm pretty happy. So hopefully that means the hardest part is done. It would be just so much easier if they just made it so that every object could naturally float instead of having to rely on these wooden platforms. But we're slowly starting to, make our city kind of come out of the house. So the proof of concept stage is done. Now it's just going to be that annoying stage of building. And it does seem like I need a lot more of these yeah, overall I really like the idea of just having the one house be a city in itself. I'm not a great teapot designer, so I don't know like all the weird hacks and stuff. But I want to try my best and create a nice Liyue themed place for my summoning rituals for Cloud Retainer and for Gamin. Do I want it to go behind? Do I want it to curve behind or in front of the house? I think I kind of want it to curve in front of the house. So what I'm going to do is place one more of these. Then the next one is going to be this shape, curving in front of the house. And I do have a few of the teapot speed up processes, so I can make more of these kind of quickly at least. Let's go back to floating bridges. I also imagine if you're on PC, it's going to be so much easier to build your teapot. But I'm trying my best on well, I am on PC, but I mean I'm on controller. If you just use keyboard and mouse, I imagine teapot's a lot easier. So I might just be making this more difficult than it needs to be. But overall, I really am starting to like how things are coming together. Yeah, sometimes controller just like moves in weird ways. And it is a bit sad, like how many blocks you have to use in order for this to work. Because those pavilion walls, they can't sit on top of just one landscape block. Or landform block, I mean. You need two of them next to each other. He's like slightly too low. No, they're at the right height. It's just don't know why this one wants to be lower. Like these ones are snapping properly. But on this side, see how it wants to be lower? I don't know why that is. Can't get a good angle to see why that's happening. Imagine that's just gonna ruin everything. I imagine I can't even place this on top of it anymore. Or I guess I still can. Okay. It's a little uneven, but it still places, so I guess I'm fine, right? I'm just dreading the moment when I'm gonna reach my teapot load and my build won't be done. So for now, I'm gonna just get rid of this one. I'll put it back later. What I want to do is get some more floatings up. Uh, sorry, just read in the chat. Someone was asking, can I review their Farina? Yes, I can review your Farina. Please share your user ID in the chat if you want me to view your Farina. Yep, I definitely can. Just share your user ID in the chat and tell me what server you're on as well. Yeah, not sure if you're still there in the chat. Kaleko Kalupi. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but yeah, if you want me to review your Farina, just share your user ID in the chat and let me know what server you're on. It's a little weird, but that's the best I'm gonna get. Okay. It's coming together. Again, I'm quite short on different teapot furnishings, but I feel like that doesn't work. What if it's a lot closer than I would like it to be, but I think it could work. Come on, just slide in perfectly, please. This is definitely more than just a little bit scuffed, but I can make it work if I try hard enough, right? They're not snapping like they should. Why did I do that? I didn't want to do that. Why? bit scuffed, but I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I can try pushing it in a bit more, but yeah, I think that's really scuffed, but it's as good as it's gonna get. And then I also kind of want to have some sort of building thing, probably coming from the like something that's a bit higher coming up from here that can go in the back. So I need a lot more of these pavilion walls, I think. How many do I have left? I only have one left. I could also like leave some of those areas like more of just a like I could have some open roof areas. I don't need every area to be covered. It's a little crooked, but oh well. And I could like strategically leave some areas open. I can figure that out later. Yeah, I'm running out of fencing and stuff a lot faster than I thought I would. I don't know if I like the wall. Yeah, this is... I don't know if I like that wall. Hmm. Just makes it look so much weightier, if that makes sense. I don't know. Looks like it's too heavy. Alright, so I'm gonna just try to do the next layer. Like I said, I wanted the next layer to be kind of coming out of this back part of the house that's slightly higher. See if that's a good height. Yeah, that's perfect. I zoom out a bit. I mean, it's coming together. Like, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be hard to get just right, and I'll need to take a break to build more materials, but I think it's coming together, and I have, I have made a lot of progress already. So this next one doesn't need to like loop as much. It could even just be like a single layer. What I mean by that is something more like this. Oh, was I already out of those? Ah. I mean, I guess I could just use these pieces instead. It'll look a bit weirder from below, but oh well. Okay, where's my blocks? At least I still have plenty of these blocks. Trying to just get things lined up. Okay, so I'll temporarily borrow some of these pieces just to make sure that I can line them up properly. Guess that temporary placement sort of quickly became a permanent placement. Just want to center this, okay. There we go. Please don't tell me I just ruined everything. Forever. feel like this part in the front is just too big. If I can simplify it into being something smaller, it probably would work a lot better. It'll just look nicer. I want to leave that one there just in case I want to extend it out further. I don't think I need to extend it out further though. But it's good to have it there in case I need it. I'd like it if it touched the roof. And the other thing with teapots is that sometimes you can have a great design from like the view mode. Like it could look really, really cool from the view mode, but then when you're actually walking through the space, it's not nearly as cool. So I do have to be mindful of that as well. I think I would want just one more level. What I'm gonna do is try to figure out where this last level could be. Probably something that's more aligned with like the very top of the roof. And maybe something then that kind of branches out like that way. I'm running out of floating platforms, but I think I can barely have enough to do a final level. Like maybe just a square or something up there. And then like a pavilion or something that can go there. I also need to place like the wing house somewhere. Come on. Something like that up there. Just now realizing that the first two are a lot lower. I kind of wanted those first two to be that height. Somehow the heights of the platforms got really weird. Not letting me pick up. Hag. Move the house again just to get things better. I wish the teapot was a lot easier to use. But I think I'm making do. Okay. Now let's see if it'll let me move the house back where it was. Something close to this. Close enough. I think it should be moved back a bit though. Now forward a bit. Now forward a bit more. Yeah, I really wish they made teapot designing a lot easier, but it is what it is, and I'm slowly chugging along creating my new design. I like the way it snapped there. Yeah, whatever. Good enough. I don't like how hard it is to line things up. I don't know how I like that. It feels like it's just up a tiny bit too high. Yeah, like what if it came up rather than to the top of the roof? Whoop. Oh, crap. Come on, main building, come back. Actually, you know what? I don't think I can remove those platforms until main building's out of the way. Yeah, I think all of these were just up way too high. Wonder if I can just grab the side here. Yeah. No, I didn't want to put it away. Let's see how this works as a height, though. It's pretty darn close, yeah. Yeah, I think that lines up pretty much where I want it to be. The only thing is, I need that black a bit closer. Maybe like one, I can move the black one up higher. And then, I don't know how teapots work. Okay, there. Then I wanted it more in. Then I can... I think I want to move it more this way. And then I want to get one more block. Probably gonna have to move that, but for now I want to test it. Pretty darn close. I think then this block just comes out like a tiny bit too far. So let's move this here. Move this block in. 1, 2. It's pretty good. Okay. Now we just gotta move the house again to get rid of this block. Okay, perfect. Why is it impossible to get it perfectly lined up? Like, wants to keep snapping up higher. Yeah, I think that height looks so much better than when it was up way too high. Then what I can do is borrow this again. Now this looks a bit weird. Maybe I don't even need a roof unless it goes. Maybe instead of that, what I'd use is put it off at an angle. Nah, that's weird. Oh well, I can figure things out a lot better later on. Yeah, I think just there's so many things that you have to pay attention to when it comes to teapots. So I'm going to save the current design. Do I save it? X. Okay. Exit it and kind of just explore it and see how it looks. So the idea then is to place a waypoint probably on one of these levels so that the first thing that the player sees is something up here. So like a waypoint around here or so, or maybe even on a higher level. Waypoint up here would actually be really cool. We place our first waypoint like right here. So this is where players load in. They see this. We can have walls, finish this up. And then they can choose to either go down a level or go up a level. And we can have a staircase or something between them. So I think the design is working. I'm just really short on material, so I need to craft some things up. But I'm kind of getting exhausted. This stream was already a lot longer than I thought it would be. I thought it would just be, our reaction to the 4.4 preview, and I still am super excited about Gaming. Fairly excited about Cloud Retainer as well. Again, I'm a C6 Kazuha haver, so I think Cloud Retainer is going to be more valuable for my Kazuha than for most people's Kazuhas. But, I still have a week or so to get my teapot summoning ritual built out. Don't need to get it all done today. And already made a huge chunk into that so far. We can probably place some like podiums or something, some like lanterns, and have them act as weights over this area. Or we could place like a mountain or something in the corner just to make it look a little bit more like it's supposed to stand up. But yeah, I like this idea of having like the house is a city. So everything, like the city comes out of the house. It's going to take a while to get that look to be just right, but I'm excited to see how it turns out. I just need to craft a lot more. I'm excited for Gaming, excited for Cloud Retainer. Thank you guys so much for watching. And feel free to comment down below and let me know what your summoning plans are. And let me know how your recent artifact luck has been going as well. But yeah, take care, everybody, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.